A year ago, Naperville Central was primed to make a deep run in the playoffs. The Redhawks won the DVC for the second year in a row. But after a stumble in the quarterfinals against Waubonsie Valley, Naperville Central had to say goodbye to a senior class that won 19 games in 2 years. Now the Redhawks have a few questions to answer. Kevin Jackman tries to shed a little light on the 2016 Redhawks.
When we played here, the 203-204 7-on-7 challenge, I thought that was a night where we came and we competed extremely well, and we played, I thought, pretty well that night. And that was really where I started feeling the team gelling, and we talked about that as a team.
Coming together as a team is probably more important than you'd think for Naperville Central, for no other reason than they return very few starters.
We're pretty much always a senior-dominated program, so that we don't return a lot of guys, it's not a big panic situation for us.
Trevor and New Spawn both played varsity last year. Trevor's been a 3-year starter. And so the other 9 guys, all the receivers, running backs, and me, including myself, a couple other offensive linemen, are all having to step up.
Head coach Mike Stein has seen his 10-2 team from a year ago lose a bevy of talent. Gone is 2-year starting quarterback Connor Joyce. In his place, senior Pat Ryan. Also gone is two-way player Manny Ragumba, who's now off to play at Iowa.
You don't replace a guy like Manny. One, his great athleticism, but he was a great leader. He was part of on the varsity for 3 years, so he had all the intangibles.
Any team, if they lose one player, they got 10 more that'll step up, and we got a ton of kids that are stepping up this offseason, and I don't think that'll affect us at all, and if anything, we're going to have some new stars this year.
Luke Turner is also fielding his own Division I offers, but before he leaves the Red Hawk nest, he's looking to win. To do that, Central will turn to sophomores turned juniors for help, including running back A.J. Deinhardt.
He's going to have a lot of weight on his back, but he's proven that he's going to be able to do it. He's very fast, very quick, and I think he's going to be able to take all the workload.
Our sophomores last year were 9-0, so they know how to win. They expect to win. They're not afraid of the big stage, and they're ready for their opportunity to get a chance to play.
Speaking of chances, it's Ryan now donning the playbook on his wrists and the keys to the offense.
He's a senior. It's his time. It's his opportunity to take over the team. He's a tall kid. He's got a strong arm, and he'll do a great job leading our team.
I've been doing everything I can, trying to get bigger, trying to get faster, just so I can live up to those guys' expectations, and hopefully in a couple of years be looked at as like one of the great quarterbacks that played at Naperville Central.
You got a legacy you have to live up to, because we've had a lot of really good quarterbacks, and all the quarterbacks that play the position, they're aware of that.
While Ryan will feel the weight of the Central's quarterback lineage, Turner and the defense must be up to the task of facing high-octane DVC offenses.
We got a big D-line this year, maybe bigger than previous years, and we got kids that want to work and kids that are mobile and kids that could play linebackers, but are playing the D-line, which will help us a lot. They're aggressive and they're fast, and they're going to play really well this year.
Laddie Skaracki, our inside linebacker, he played last year, is going to be very good. Troy Hudet's an outside linebacker, and Luke Turner. Luke Turner's, he's got some Division I offers. He's 6'1", 6'2", he weighs 205. He can play really any position on the field, and he'll play offense and defense.
Up first, Glenbard North, who Stein believes is the top team in conference, at least at this point on paper. From there, it's a matter of how fast this team can come together. If they can gel quickly, well, another deep run is possible after reaching the quarterfinals the last 3 years.
Out of our league, you got to qualify for the playoffs. And if you can qualify for the playoffs, you can make a run to be the state champs. And that's one of our goals every year.
It just depends how these first 2 weeks in Equa Valley and Glenbard North, how we come out and we show DVC, all the people that are picking against us, how we're going to play. And if we come out 2-0, then sky's the limit for us.
Looking forward to us making a name for ourselves as the 2016 Redhawks.
Reporting for Naperville Sports Weekly from Naperville Central, I'm Kevin Jackman.